'84 Chevrolet pick-em-up truck. I want to put new wiper blades on. Right keys up here. I got one off. Pull the same set of keys out. Like this, I busted the retainer. Here's the new ones I got. Unfortunately, according to the instructions, you need that style hook on the end of your blade because it's got a loop down and around, and then you snap the cover closed and bada bing bada boom, right? Well, that's what I got. Just a straight rod with a little nubbin on there. So I think what we're going to do is run this thing up to the parts store and see what we can find. But I know a big surprise here for you people. Before I do that, something I've been talking about on this truck for a long time. Get the other side opened up here. Standing water, nice. I'm going to run a wrench over those exhaust belts. Tighten everything up real quick. Okay, bolts are tightened. Let's see what happens, huh? They were just a little loose on that right hand side. I've had that head off once. Once you break that factory seal on those things, they never really like to go back, so. A couple of them were loose, I just snugged them up. So, we're going to head up to the parts store and see what we can get for wiper blades. I don't know if I can take this one back because I've opened it. Busted the little retainer off the old one, so I can't even put it back on. So luckily it's not raining, just a light sprinkle, just a couple minutes up in the store. So getting over this cold finally. Stayed home again yesterday. Today's a Wednesday, so started coughing a lot. Coughing wears you out over time, so. Swing by Subway, grab some lunch. Let's go ahead and kick you off for now. I'll probably do the drive into work from here. So, well, not from here. We'll go to the parts store first. Little home sweet home. Yay, my favorite neighbors. Here's their mud pits they got going in their little gravel yard there. They're the ones that bitched at my neighbors right over there about having a little bare spot in their yard with mud. They get that corner all chewed up and yeah, garbage. Yep, they like to complain about everybody, but they don't have to follow the rules, and that's the HOA president. Goof. Anyway, let's get up to the parts store, see what we can figure out. I forgot I was going to show you all that the chugging's gone. It's still there, just a little tiny bit. So I got one bolt that I wasn't able to get into with the tool I had. Wound up just using the deep 9/16 with a breaker bar. Couldn't find my ratchet right then and there, but at least it's not going chug 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 anymore. I just barely hear it. But anyway, off to the parts store. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. New wipers are on. Still up here at AutoZone. Time I got for lunch, or for what do we got for time here? 1:33. Let's go grab the Subway. Just right around the corner here, but yeah, they took both the old blades back. Not the old ones, but the ones that I bought that One had been opened, the packaging pretty much destroyed. Those were 18 bucks a pop, so the new ones are $7, $8 a piece. Bought a jug of oil and a filter. Of course, the only reason I got the filter is because the oil was on sale. So let's get over into here, grab us a sandwich for the day, and woo-hoo, brakes work. Gotta get the rust off. Be back in a few. Oh, lunchy has been purchased. Oh, those new blades are so nice. Lights on for safety, parking brakes off, kick her into R for race, and stab the gas, right? Of course, can't see around this. Whatever that is, Suzuki or whatever there. Don't hit the light post. Yeah, she's still chugging a little bit. Have to get in there and grab a ratchet, reef down there. Maybe one bolt I didn't get on that manifold. But we'll run the old girl into work. Run some fuel through the carb. Haven't really had her out on the freeway for a while, so. Was up here yesterday? What did I come up here for yesterday? I can't remember. Maybe it was lunch. I think I hit the teriyaki joint. They had a 88 Crown Vic for sale up here. Civilian model, 5-liter. Not a half bad looking car. No price on the sign, just says make an offer. Yeah, it's probably an $800–900 car. Still got this cough. Every once in a while I get something that comes up. Everything just kind of staying right there in the throat and the upper end of the lungs, so feeling halfway decent. Still tired, but of course I got a bed full of scrap on this thing. Hopefully won't get hassled by the police for an unsecured load. It's all pretty heavy stuff, nothing's going to blow out. Clean the inside of this windshield. Oh, it's been going on. Nothing I can really think of. Let's see, I've had you guys down to Payne Field a few times. You know, watched all the planes coming and going there, right by Boeing. We got our approval from the Federal Aviation Administration to do commercial flights out of there. So Horizon Airways, which is a subsidiary of Alaska, and there's one other, and I can't remember their name. But they're interested in doing some commercial flights out of there. But the county's got to build a terminal. The office they have now has a very small waiting area and not big enough for the number of flights that they're wanting. It's not going to be like 500–600 flights a day or anything, but they're going to start out at a couple a day and probably mostly prop jobs. Of course, as always, all the people that live right there in that area are whining and crying about the increase in noise. They're also the ones that whine and cry about Boeing always flying their airplanes. Why can't they do that when we're not home? Stupid crap like that. So, you buy a house next to an airport, expect some noise. It's amazing how stupid people can get. Pacific International Raceway down south of Kent there. The racetrack was there first. All these people come in building up their fancy houses and then complain and whine and cry about the noise from the racetrack a couple times a year. We want you to shut it down. Go build your house someplace else. it is what it is. Always gonna have stupid people. Just like you're always gonna have people like me that like driving their big old trucks. And car coming. Several cars coming. Ford Ranger, little Bronco 2 is making a turn, so we will pop out and let the good times roll. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of comments off my videos here lately. Viewership has picked up here, which is great. I mean, I'm making a bit of coin off the old advertising there. I've been doing $3, $4, or $5 a day here for the last week and a half. That's amazing. So, I mean, all I can say is thanks, gang. Not going to get rich off of it, but yeah, a few extra bucks to help pay for the fuel and the cameras, and maybe even put some money aside and go buy a toy, if you will, that for the YouTube stuff. Alright, maybe I'll just start saving some of that money up and use that to incorporate a little business for movie productions. I can do tax write-offs. I mean, I don't know if like doing this type of stuff on my drive into work, if that would qualify for a tax write-off, but this day and age, try to figure out anything I can. Kind of sucks that I choose not to get married or have kids and try to live on my own and try to make some good money on my own. And Uncle Sam says, hey, you're single, you can afford more for us to out of your paycheck. See what kind of stupidity we can get into here. Oh, good. Somebody's paying attention. A lot of people don't like to yield on that lane coming in there. Done much anything for the last several days. Monday had no voice to even talk. Yesterday was hacking and coughing up all sorts of stuff. Throat's still a little sore, so. But we're getting through it. Just got this little cough going, probably in the upper lungs. A lot of that has to do with the moisture in the air. There's a big Kubota tractor down there. But we'll get old Red into the workplace. I don't know what's going on today. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's our big floorboard installation day. I don't know, maybe putting fasteners back together. Went up to Target yesterday, pick up a few things just to get out of the house. They're little earbuds. I had a pair on sale for $5, so I picked up 2 pair. It's one of the more popular brands. I can't remember what the name is on them, but so I charged up the cell phone, put a couple different songs on there. It's got the music player on it. So if I get stuck sitting down there putting fasters together, I have some tunes to pass the time. Like it's supposed to be wet through the weekend, last I checked. How about that pipeline explosion back there? What was that? Pennsylvania? Why are we so slow here? This is unusual. But yeah, lucky that if I remember right, nobody was killed in that? Big old natural gas line blew up. Everybody's homes that were destroyed, they were actually at work or out shopping, or one guy just left for hunting. So that's, I guess you'd call that a miracle. Of course, on the other hand, you had that idiot down in Portland yesterday walk into the mall and start shooting. 22-year-old killed 2 people and then shot himself. Stole a rifle from a friend. Sad, some of the stuff that goes on these days. I remember reading a story about somebody was saying that, well, you know, what's with the society these days with everybody shooting and killing each other. I don't think it's so much that it's happening more often. I think it's just that with how connected the world is through the internet and the different media sources and all that, it's just we're being made aware of it a lot more. For example, there was that, I read about it today on the news, that feller that flew out from LA to New York, checked into his hotel, spent a few days in New York, checked out, yesterday morning or whatever, and then somebody was waiting for him down the road a little ways and shot him in the head. Trying to figure out why. They say he was lured to New York for something, or to that specific spot where he was killed. Surveillance footage of a guy getting out of a Lincoln, pacing the road or the sidewalk for half an hour, waiting for this other guy to show up. Normally we wouldn't have heard about something like that in the regular news before the internet. Brake lights. Yeah, we've almost burned 1/8 of a tank of gas already. This old girl is not a fuel-efficient rig. 10 to 12 miles to the gallon. Oh, that's where the brake lights are at. The cop on the shoulder there on the left. With his little radar gun out. But if I get off my lazy bum and I get a new carburetor for this thing, this has got the old Quadrajet on there, which is 795 CFM. It's the same carburetor they use for the big blocks. It's so it's just dumping gas down the throat of this thing. If you go down to like an Edelbrock 650, 550, somewhere in that range, they say you don't lose any power, you actually may gain some power and pick up a bit on the mileage. If I get this truck up to 13, 14 miles to the gallon, that'd be awesome with a 3-speed. Do the intake manifold, do the headers. Of course, throw a cam into her and that's going to change that a little bit. But then I got those zero rate Adelleaf lift block deals for the front and the longer shackles for the front. Got the reverse shackles for the rear. I mean, there's inch and a half worth of lift on all 4 corners I can do with that. Not that I'm having problems with these tires, but it'd be nice to have just a little bit more clearance. This thing reminds me of a 2-wheel drive with big tires on it. Sitting stock, and I'm sure the springs have sagged a bit. This truck is, what, almost 30 years old. Well, a year from now, she will be 30. December of 83, or November of 83 is when it was built. So, November of 2013, she will be 30 years old. With only 82,976.5 miles showing on the odometer. Not too shabby. Yeah, this was Grandpa's hunting rig. Used it to haul some stuff. They had a travel trailer they used. Made a couple of trips to Alaska with a camper in the back. So now we gotta merge. People gonna be nice and let me over, or are they gonna be goofs and keep crowding? Come on, little Sundance, get on it. Some Toyota was crowding me in the back. Clocking this thing, don't know what time it is right now. Just a typical gray, foggy, damp Pacific Northwest day. Like they got some good snow up in the hills here the last few days. Get off my lazy bum, maybe we'll get up there and go check some of it out. Let's see, what do we got this coming weekend? Next weekend, next Friday is Boeing's last day for the regular work year. And we are off until I think the 3rd of January is when I go back. I think I'm off the 1st and 2nd. Which the 1st is a Monday, if I remember correctly. And the 31st, which is also a day off that we get, falls on Sunday, so they're giving us Tuesday off instead, I think. I have to look at the calendar. So, go down and see the folks for a little bit. Make the annual pilgrimage. Cadillacs in the parking lot over there, 70-ish. Yeah, I jumped on Craigslist the other day just goofing around. I like that Eldorado, but I'd like an older one. Old, not necessarily Eldorado, but older Cadillac. 60s, early 70s. So I was just goofing around, and well, I found a 65 for $2,500 in pretty nice shape. There was a 73 Coupe de Ville. It's got that funky kind of that split headlight with that little turn signal in the middle. I think they wanted, I can't remember what they wanted for that one. It wasn't much. It looked pretty nice. Big old 472. You know, I like that Eldorado, but all that electronic crap on it, just not my thing. And I want a rear-wheel drive. Kevin's is a neat car, but it's also got all the electronic junk on it. But I want a big Cadillac. When I think of Cadillac, I think of like the Boss Hog and his convertible. Let's get us a Cadillac. Back when they were some of the biggest cars on the road. Home away from home. That's Cheryl up ahead there in the red Dodge. Looks like a short person driving it. Yeah, we burned 1/8 of a tank of gas for my 14-mile drive. See if we can finish out the work week without getting sick again. Second shift is, or excuse me, first shift is getting off duty, so have a wee bit of a mess in the way of parking for a few minutes, but we'll go down and around, hit the back corner. As usual, all my little vlog videos are turned out to be the same. Do it on the drive into work. I see a spot between the Mustang and the little white whatever that is. Is that a Chrysler? Yes, it is. Sebring. Wedge all red in between a Ford and a Chrysler. Represent the big three automakers. Oh, he is back. Get my lunch all cleaned up here, throw it in my bag, and kill the camera, and we will catch you all on the flip side. Maybe on the drive home, maybe not. We'll see how things go. Movies in. Alrighty, I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye. No, it's not foggy out there. It's moisture on the windshield. Unfortunately, it's on the inside, so we got the fan cooked on, the heater going full. The old girl's running. Give her a few minutes to... I didn't take that moisture out off the floorboard, so it kind of sat in here all afternoon and condensed on the windows. Side windows are all fogged up, the back window's a little foggy, so we'll let the heater work. Should track down that leak. only got 31 minutes left on this one. See if we can get the windows cleared off and home in time. See what to yak about on this one. The floorboard's going down tomorrow. Same as every week. Late shift guys are getting off here. I was actually in the parking lot yakking with a couple of dudes for a while. So what time is it? It is 23:49 hours. So it's an hour after my shift. Got warm air blowing through already, so. Defrost mode. Yeah, nothing, not a real exciting day. Just put a bunch of standards together. And one of the dudes I was yakking with there, they're all set. Some of the protective floor coating cut, so that's ready to go. Normally this stuff comes in a roll that's, oh, I don't know, 20 foot long or about 4 foot wide. Whoever does the ordering decided it'd be cheaper to buy the 3 foot wide stuff, but it's going to take us more to cover the same area, so more man hours to get that down. More material to cover everything, because once the boards are in, we cover it up with a thick, heavy gray, kind of a rubberized, almost a foam rubber, a heavy foam rubber protectant, so people can walk on it and not tear up the floorboards. Okay, starting to get a little clearing going here. Showing on the temperature gauge, so yeah, everybody was impressed. Oh, you drove your big truck in. Yeah, get her into work every once in a while. Circulate the fluids. Crank her up, drive her. She's idling. That's good. A little fogged up, but not bad. We can see what we need to see. Brakes are a little squeaky yet. Out of adjustment too. Oh, so much nicer headlights on that silver truck, huh? Rolling it on home. Still a little hoarse in the voice. A little bit of a cough yet. I'm sure that's going to be around for a while. Here's our blue oval equivalent of our truck up there. It's like a 3/4 ton, may even be a 1 ton furred. Fur by fur. have to worry about any traffic at this time of night. Crank the heat on. Still got moisture all over the windows in here. What is dude running? Can't quite read it in the light. 250. My Chevrolets. Especially this vintage with the stacked headlights. The headlights on this thing. Look at it, the camera's showing it even better than it is in real life. Way better than that old silver pickup. Should look into doing an upgrade on that thing. Can't think of anything to yak about. Roads are nice and dry, no rain. Got the windows pretty much cleared off, kinda. Drag y'all in the old truck today just to do something different. Need to get off my lazy butt and work on that center section for that 44 this weekend. Still gotta do my light switches too. Paydays tonight. I'm gonna top off the silver truck here in the next, probably do that Friday. The holidays coming up. My shopping's done. How y'all doing on yours? Personally, I only bought a few gifts. I'm not one to buy gifts for every member of the family, just the immediate folks and brothers. Foggy down through here. That subway went down pretty good today. Probably won't even eat anything when I get home. Got one quick vid I want to upload. I did earlier today. I think it's already, I saved it already, so I can just start uploading that, and I'll go ahead and start putting this together. Do a long video for the week. We'll talked about new stuff on the way in a little bit. No big plans on any of the personal stuff here going on anytime soon, other than go visit the folks for the holidays. A little time down there with them. Doubt I'll do much in the way of videos, but probably take the camera with. I don't know, record the drive down and the drive back or something. Should talk to the brother and see about getting the crawlers or the Traxxas slashes or something. Get a couple RC rigs down there. It'll be a few days where it'll be boring, I'm sure. Charge up the batteries, get that going this weekend. If anything, take the new brushless motor along for the 4x4 slash. We can do that down there. Get that beast back on the road, run around Mom's gravel driveway. Probably just about be cleared by the time I make it home. The front's looking alright. I got a big swath right in the middle where the vents don't quite hit. Lower corners on the sides are still a little foggy. The side windows are a little hazy, but not bad. The back window's pretty much clear. Burn a quarter tank on this drive, but this thing is definitely not good on gas. I don't know if I got enough money left over. Maybe we'll just fill up this tank and switch over to the other one. The other one's full still. Trestle, stars out tonight, overcast. A little chilly, not too bad. They did pull one of our birds out of the building I'm working in tonight, so they had the doors open for a while. It got pretty cool inside. They closed them, and about an hour later they opened them again and backed a 747 in. So it got nice and chilly again. Then the 777 is right next door. They opened their doors after the 47 was rolled in, so all their cold air blew over. So that was kind of a chilly evening. I don't remember which one it was went out the door. 92 is directly in front of where I'm at now. I'm on 94 right now, so it may have been 91, I think. Two birds I'm working on now are for Thompson Airways, which is a subsidiary of, I don't think it's British Airways, I think it's Air Britannia. Back onto their website and check them out, but I don't think they're part of British Airways. 92 and 94 are their first two. I didn't quite catch what the sign said. Eastbound tubes closed. I wonder if they got some snow removal or if there's construction up there otherwise. driving the other truck. I work on getting that axle put together. I'm almost half tempted just to throw it in the brother's pickup and that and Rob's hood, and we'll take everything down. Maybe I'll try to put that axle together down at the folks' place. Because Kevin will be right there. He'll be able to guide me. But I don't know. It'd be nice to have that thing put together and then come back and get a dry day like today. Just yank that old one out, put the new one in. Or they're going to bleed all those brakes. Check those lines. I was really hoping I could just find a set of replacement steel line just to throw on that thing, but I couldn't find anything for the 44 axle. So I may, if I replace them, I may have to bend my own. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'd rather just unbolt the old, put the new on, and call her good. Probably run some carb cleaner through both of those and see if there's any junk that comes out. I don't know how long they've been open. I'm assuming it's a standard steel line. I doubt it's not stainless. So I'd be worried about garbage on the inside plugging up the brake wheel cylinders and all that. But probably see about printing out some diagrams for the different stuff. See, that camera's showing fog out there, but it's not. It's actually pretty clear. It's funny how the cameras pick up different things. Once we get out of the light a little bit, that's what it's really like. And there's a little bit of haze, but nothing like what the camera's picking up. Home sweet home. So I think we'll go ahead and kick you guys off here because the battery is just about to die. And I will catch you all in the next video. Probably won't do anything for the next couple days unless it's something goofy or small or quick I can throw up. Otherwise, stay tuned for the weekend. I'm starting to feel better, so still got all those light switches to swap out. Get that axle center section for the 44 done. I don't think I'll be doing any running around, but anywho, we will catch you all on the flip side. Y'all be good. Bye-bye.